इंडियन टीम को इस वक्त ऐसे बॉलर की जरूरत है। हर कोशिश में हो बार बार चढ़े दरियाओं को आर पार आशाएं तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले आशाएं। अपनी और अपनी बहन की सारी शक्ल लेके यहाँ से।
Hello all of you. Here we begin with the 5th class for direct taxation final. To continue with, we have done alternative minimum tax, the concept I explained. Then second, we read it from the material. First, I explained it in my own way. Then I read it from the material. And third, we have solved 2 problems. One problem I asked you to do. Let me check up if you have done. If not, we'll revise the steps and do it now. And then we are beginning officially, with these were all slab rates and tax rates and all different way of tax calculation, which is like linked with every topic, how in maths the tables are required initially. Then we will start with our study note 2, that is return of income. Or in CA syllabus, it is return of income and assessment procedure put together. Okay, right. One more thing, I have put as a bonus all the revision videos in the app in a separate folder. Did you all check it? Huh? You can give some response. Are you all checking? पता तो चले app देखते हैं या बस सिर्फ class सुन रहे हैं? Hi. Okay, right. Thank you so much. So keep watching those videos and some concept videos. Almost every alternate day I'm putting in YouTube. Like today only afternoon, I recorded the lecture for slum sale. Now, actually, slum sale is a very important part of capital gains chapter in Inter, as well as slum sale compulsory 7 to 8 marks question comes in the final exam. This is a topic hand-picked from Inter and final. So I will be teaching you again in final. I'm not saying कि Inter का वो lecture देख लेना. I will teach it live in the class. But some of you, I came to know this batch likes lot of repetition. So if you want to enjoy that video and then again do it with me, because slum sale comes repeatedly in the exam and it is the most scoring topic for 7 to 8 marks. Such a simple logic is there. So today in the class, I explained it, then I read the booster notes, and third, I solved 2 problems. So it's a 1.5 hour lecture. By tomorrow afternoon or evening, it will be uploaded in the YouTube also. Do watch that also. Okay. Right now, we are doing AMT. Okay. Let me revise AMT for all of you. And last, dear students, final batch was also offline and I used to enjoy sitting with students and my students giving presentations. Ma'am, shall I revise AMT? So it would like save my energy and they will get that confidence. And those who give the presentation, they never forget it. Hope so if we can start instead of 6:30, 6:20 and add on that part, surely it will be like an added bonus for you and me. And then 6:30 regular class we can start. Think about it and let me know. Chalo. Alternative minimum tax is minimum tax which a person should pay. Now, AMT is applicable to all the SSEs other than company. Companies also need to pay minimum tax, which is called as MAT, minimum alternative tax. We are going to study it later. Right now, AMT is applicable to individual, HUF, AOP, BO and all. If their adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs. And for firm and LLP, there is no upper limit. Even if the firm and LLP's income is 5 lakhs, still AMT provisions are mandatory. Ma'am, how would we come to know that we have to calculate the tax for this individual or this HUF as per AMT if they have availed any of the three deductions. Section 10AA exemption, that is for exports by the SEZ unit, first one. Second is deductions, income related to deductions they have taken. Third is they have availed deduction for specified business, 35AD, right? So 35AD, if you have availed the deduction, section 10AA and chapter 6A, not all the deductions, income-based deductions, that is 80 I series, IA, IB, and so on. Then add back those deductions. What profit you get in your final business income, add back what deductions you have availed. And if you add back 35AD specified business revenue and capital expenditure, then again deduct the depreciation. I have explained you this concept in the last class with one example. Now what you get is called adjusted total income, and on this AMT, alternative minimum tax, you have to pay 18.5% along with surcharge and ESES. Now, if yours is an IFSC, International Financial Service Center, which is normally located in SEZ, in that case, AMT rate instead of 18.5% is 9%. Okay, 9% or 9.5%. Why did I miss out this now? 9%. Yes. And any losses you are getting, you can carry it forward. I mean, say if you are getting losses, or you can say tax credit. 9%, correct. And you know, any losses which you are getting, not exactly losses, but suppose my normal tax is 10 rupees and AMT is coming 18. Now government said minimum 18. You have to pay whichever is higher. So you are paying 18, but your normal tax is 10. 8 rupees extra you pay AMT now. You can take a tax credit and you can carry it forward and set off for the next 15 years after your this financial year, or the end of the assessment year to next 15 assessment years. Clear? How that set off is done, I have given enough of examples. Apart from this, everything else is same. Rebate you will get, special income, special rates are applicable. Now either you can pay normal tax or AMT, or you can pay normal tax or 115 BAC, day before yesterday's class. If you are going for 115 BAC, AMT will not apply. So this is a mind mapping revision from my side. Now you ask if you have any doubt. Pucho. I finished with all the instructions and the revision. Please make sure if you can join on time, and if you have missed, I've just finished the revision of alternative minimum tax. Anyone is having any doubt? If not, let us check up our notes and where did we leave. From there, we'll pick up and continue. Yes. Alternative minimum tax 115 JC. In exam, the hint that you have to calculate the tax for individuals and all like this is, if you have availed 80 I series deductions or section 10AA exemption or 35 AD. It is applicable to all individuals, HUF, AOP, BOI, if the adjusted total income exceeds 20 lakhs. For an LLP, 20 lakh limit is not applicable. It is as it is only applicable. So whatever is your regular income, calculate tax along with surcharge ESES. Adjusted total income is nothing but regular income. Add all the deductions and all, and compute the tax surcharge and ESES on 18.5%. If it is IFSC, then it is 9%. Now, whichever is higher, you need to pay. That is your regular tax or your AMT. If you pay regular tax, no problem. If you pay AMT, you have to take the credit, and that credit you can carry forward and adjust like these solved example for 5 years. We have worked out 4th and 5th problem, and 6th problem we are doing it right now. Okay, 6th problem. Did you all work out the 6th problem? Anyone wants to say the answer? You should do it, even if it is wrong. Scratching in the classroom is nothing. I don't want neat notebooks. कोई award नहीं है यहाँ पे. Scratching हो रहा तो करो, but आप try तो करो. Sixth problem. Anyone wants to say the answer? If not, I am to doing it so that we revise the AMT concept. Okay. Normal tax for sixth sum. It is an LLP, no? Yeah, AMT is correct. Very good. Very good, Usha Shri. 17.316 is the AMT, but normal tax went wrong. I think you have taken slab rates. It is an LLP, and for LLP and partnership firm, it's flat rate, not slab rate. And so the difference is the tax credit. Good, no? Now, if you have done it in your notebook, dear students, and if see the state of mind, part of the answer is correct and part which goes wrong, it's like, shit, that ego hurt is there. Arey, main bhool gayi ki LLP and partnership firm is not slab rate, it is flat rate. It's absolutely okay to do mistake here. This is your own place. You all have come to learn here. As a teacher, I also do mistakes. Never I do mistakes generally in accounts and costing. I teach those subjects. But income tax is such a dynamic subject, and every batch, so many doubts come. I feel just I'm also a student, 2 steps ahead than you. So it happens sometimes. So I keep the suggested answer so that with the flow of the class, we should not do it wrong. But I'm just sharing my experience. So it's absolutely okay to ask any doubts you have, and do keep doing the homework. And genuinely, dear student, concept wise I am teaching you, practical side I am telling you, practically na aise karte hain, I'll tell you. And I am giving you the mindset for exam. If I have given sixth problem as homework, when you do the homework, please write duration. Put a stopwatch, leave aside everything and write down duration, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. This is like fitting into your subconscious mind that you should complete the paper on time. Chalo. Wiki LLP is engaged in development of software, and it has 2 units, one of which is located in the SEZ, and the particulars relating to the details are given. And this unit is set up in 2016. Okay, right. So now let us see SEZ units total turnover and export turnover is given in profit and other unit. So section 10AA exemption, where you will get only in the SEZ unit. How much? Proportionate. Total profit multiplied by export turnover divided by the total turnover. Are you all clear with the concept of section 10AA, what I gave? Chalo. Compute the tax payable by Wiki, and will the amount change if it is an overseas entity? Overseas entity, for them also it is all applicable and it will be same. It will not change. Except company, AMT provisions are applicable to all. Okay, right. No problem. I'm seeing all your messages, those who are done, no? So they are having that inquisitiveness, ki kya hoga answer, and for everyone, dear students. Fifth problem we did in class, and I'm now taking up the sixth problem in class right now for AMT. Let us begin. Sixth problem. Reading part is over. When I'm picking up the figures, pick up the problem from your material and let us do it. And this time everything is in lakhs, so you can definitely write it in lakhs. No need to add all zeros. The first one. Option 1 is regular tax. Let us calculate the regular tax for Wiki LLP. All right. What is their total profit? Total profit. Everything is in lakhs. Please write on the top. Is 48 lakhs for the SEZ unit and 42 lakhs for others. So 90 lakhs. 90 lakhs is the total profit less exempt under section 10 double A. Exempt under section 10 double A. Again, that formula is there, but if you don't remember the formula in exam, definitely you can give the logic. Total turnover, total profit. Export turnover, export profit. Because whatever is the export profit for SEZ unit, you will get the deductions. So what is the total turnover of SEZ unit? 120 lakhs. What is the total profit? 48 lakhs. Are you picking up the figure? What is the export turnover? 100 lakhs. In total turnover, 120 lakhs. 100 lakhs is export turnover. What is the export profit? So export profit is equal to 100 into 48 divided by 120. Any single student in the class not getting how to calculate, please ask me. Pucho. How much is the answer? Easy?
40.
Yes, 40 lakhs. Okay. So 40 lakhs you all are getting the exemption. Under section 10 double A. So what is the taxable business income or taxable income? Okay. So right now we are taking as if 5 years is not over. So we have taken 100% deduction. If they say, as in the problem, they have said, unit commenced the business in 2016. So if it is 2016, then 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20, 21. 5 years are over. If 5 years are over, then we should take 50% deduction. Are you getting? Huh? Please note it somewhere. I'm writing it on the right hand side. Under section 10 double A. Under section 10 double A, for the first 5 years, 100% of the export profit is exempt. Next 5 years, 50% of the export profit is exempt. And the next 5 years, 30% of export profit or transfer to export reserve, whichever is higher. Note it down, please. Yeah. Whichever is higher. Write down this part. All the options we are doing, one bit if you change, the answer changes. You are very correct. If it is 2016 and if 5 years are over, then we will not take the full deduction. We will take only the 50% of the deduction. Just checking the calculation. Okay, chalo, we'll continue later. Did you finish writing with this? So because the unit started more than 5 years, so we will take 40 lakhs ka 50%. Correct. Only 20 lakhs. 20 lakhs deduction as the unit started in 1/4/2016. More than 5 years. You can write it down here. So if you take like this, how much it is coming your normal income now? 70 lakhs. Now calculate tax on 70 lakhs. into 30%, 21 lakhs. And this is a LLP. So till 1 crore, there is no surcharge. So directly on 21 lakhs, you have to take 4% TCES. That comes to 0.84. And so the tax payable is 21.84. Normal. Your normal tax payable or regular tax payable, I call it as ABIT. Anyone in the class is having any doubt, then ask. Yeah, very correct. You have to take 50% because it's the 6th year. Otherwise, nothing given, you take 100% export profit. Now, let us go for option 2. Option 2 is alternative minimum tax. Alternative minimum tax. How do you do that? Net profit. How much is the net profit? I mean, say the taxable income or the taxable income 70 lakhs. Now add back the deduction. Whatever deduction you have given under section 10AA, add back. So now what you get, it is called as adjusted total income, 90 lakhs. Tax thereon is 18.5%. $16.65 lakhs. Again, there is no surcharge, but ESES. When will I take 9% AMT? If it is an IFSC, International Financial Service Center. So 5% is coming from 0.666. This is in lakhs, so I'm taking decimals. Otherwise, you must be saying, ma'am, you to said round off the tax, why you are taking decimal? AMT tax payable, alternative minimum tax payable is coming to 16.65. 17.316 is this tax. So your regular tax is coming more than AMT. Your normal tax is more. AMT is less. So what is the tax payable? Tax payable is higher of A or B. So regular tax is more and we will pay the regular tax 21.84 lakhs. Ask your doubts, dear students. Yeah, anywhere if you have doubt, पूछो. Regular tax is 21.84. This AMT is coming 17.36. So pay the regular tax, whichever is higher. Acha, shall we give the credit? 21 minus 17. Answer is no. If AMT is more than regular tax, you give the credit. Shall we work out that way also? एक और problem हो जाएगा. In the same problem, we can work out one more problem. Problem is over. Please don't get confused. What I am doing is option 2. If this unit started last year, if 5 years are not over, then export profit will be deductible how much? 100%. So see what will be the change in the answer. if this unit started LY last year in 2020, just assume, then what will be the change in the answer? Total profit. Just half of the working only we are doing. Are you okay if you are writing with me? Total profit. Total profit is 90 lakhs. Export profit. Full 40 lakhs. So what is the total income? 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs. What is the regular tax on 50 lakhs? Because it is an LLP, 30%, 15 to 30% is 15. And ESES, there is no surcharge. For firm, the ESES will start above 1 crore at the rate of 12%. Keep on saying this. So 15 ka 4% is 0.6 and your regular tax payable along with ESES is 15.6. Is the whole class clear or not with the option 2? When will you do this in exam when 5 years are not over? So 15.6. And what is your AMT? AMT will be same. 40, 50 में 40 add करोगे तो on same 90 lakhs you will calculate the tax, that is 17.316. Now this is A, this is B. Which tax you will pay? Tax payable is higher of the two. So obviously you will pay 17.316. And what is the tax credit you will take? 17.316 minus 15.6. $1.716 is the tax credit which you will carry forward. Yes, for how many years you can carry it forward? 15 years. Yes. Is this problem clear with both the options? Why did we take 50% of the export profit? Because more than 5 years are over. So you will not get 100% deduction for export profit, 50%. If 10 years are over, then how much deduction you will get? 30%. Okay? Right. Now, AMT concept we have done, but one correction in the fifth problem. Not exactly correction. I would like to read it out and share with all of you. In the fifth problem, if you add back 35 AD, what was 35 AD? Capital expenditure in respect of warehouse, 75 lakhs, including cost of land. So cost of land is anyhow not allowed. But warehouse you have made means it's a building. So 65 lakhs, you can take a deductions under 35 AD. Specified business, warehousing business, 65 lakhs. Normal. Again, you need to add it back. Okay. So while adding back, you can take depreciation. And in that depreciation by mistake, building rate is 10%. Thinking of plant and machinery, I took it 15%. I explained you with the help of plant and machinery. Then I explained you this 35D concept. Add back and deduct depreciation. So in the same flow by mistake, I took in the fifth problem. Yeah, please come, not fourth. Fourth problem is all correct. Fifth problem. Yes, 35 AD deduction we have taken and we have calculated the regular tax. So regular tax is coming to how much? Regular tax is coming to, please check the figures on screen. 1,05,000, 35 AD only 65 lakhs. You will take the deduction. Okay. And your regular tax is coming to 40 lakhs. And one more profit is there, 8 lakhs. So 48 lakhs, and on that 30% tax we have calculated 1497,600. This is fine. But if you are going for alternative minimum tax, then in your business income 40 lakhs, you will add back 65 lakhs and deduct 10% depreciation. Why? Please do the correction here. Are you all with me and following? By mistake, because I gave that day all the examples of plant and machinery, I took 15%. But if it is building, it will be 10%. So change this figure, please, and make it as 10%, and hence 6,50,000 you will minus. This will change your business income and the tax calculation also. I know little scratching, or if you want to do it again, you can. This is like 105 lakhs minus 650. 98 lakhs. 50,000. And 40 lakhs export profit is same. So 1 crore 38 lakh 50,000. Just the depreciation changed. That's it. Into 18.5%. 2 crore. Sorry, the tax is not coming in crores. It is 25 lakhs 62,250, and on that 4% surcharge. Surcharge will come or not, because the income exceeded 1 crore. Yes. So surcharge, did we take the surcharge here? Normal tax. 1 second. Huh? There the surcharge will not come, but here it will come. First you take tax 18.5%. And because the income of this LLP exceeded 1 crore, we will take surcharge also 12%. I feel if you write again better, in that space scratching will come. This happens sometimes. However, you teach, no, that's why I have the suggested answer. I checked it. 25, 62, 250. Just a small mistake I did for that. 28, 69, 720. Add 4% ESES. $1,14,789. So what is your AMT payable? 286, 2869, 720 plus 114,789. So that's coming to 29,84,509. 29,84,000 is your this tax, and 14,97,600 is your regular tax. Can we round off this to 29,84,510? And then you will end up paying what? AMT. And tax credit I am writing. Tax credit is 29,84,510 minus your regular tax is correct. 14,97,600. So how much tax credit you will get? 14,86,910 tax credit. Please take down, and if you have purposely, I have written with a different thing so that you know where you have to do the correction. That day I was giving all the examples of plant and machinery. So if you add back 3580, you can take a deduction for depreciation. But if it is plant and machinery 15%, here it was warehouse. Warehouse is like building. And on building, the depreciation is 10%. Not all. Nice question. That do we have to remember all the depreciation rates? No, please. Just important ones, you know, like intangibles, it's 25%, plant and machinery, it's 15%, building, it is 10%, all energy saving devices, computers, books, it is 40%. Yes, yes, yes. Is the correction clear for AMT? Just one small change that I missed, taking the depreciation at the 10%. I took by mistake 15%. I hope now it is clear to all of you. So shall we close this topic? Done? Yes, give some response. All clear or not? Until now, we have taken what is the basics of the income tax and types of person and all. Then we did the tax rates. Then we did special rates, marginal relief and all. Then we did 115 BAC. Then we did AMT, and AMT is over. And now we are starting with a study note 2, that is return of income. It's not theory. It is one of these scoring topic I'm saying. Return of income, there are 2 major amendments also with emphasis. I'll teach that also. But return of income is like they cannot make problem of 4 and 5 marks. Banai nahi sakte. Like this AMT problem was 5 to 8 marks, depending upon 2-3 deductions. If they're asking, just say the last one had 2 deductions. 35AD was also there, 10AA was there. One they will ask for 5 marks. In return of income, whatever they ask, no, dear students, 4 mark, 5 mark question, it is like in bits, 1 mark. That makes it super scoring. And it's a simpler topic which you have done in Inter, but now you will do it with more depth, and added on is some ITR forms and returns. Okay. So return of income, assessment procedure, this is our next week's syllabus. And then again, we will do the problems of trust. Yes. Anyone having any doubt or wants to say anything, then ask. If not, we are doing return of income. Okay, study note 3. Second one is the non-resident. One thing I did not understand, why they have not given the international taxation is for 30 marks. Your normal taxation is 70 marks, but they have not given the materials altogether. Your study note 2 is NRI taxation, DTA. The most important for 30 marks international taxation. Okay. Now let us begin with return of income. The base of this I'm telling you, you earn income from 5 heads, others income is added, you take some deductions and your income is ready. This is called as computation of income from all the 5 heads along with deductions, and you get total income. Okay, take this is my computation of income. On this income, I'm paying tax, normal income, normal tax, special income, special tax, minus rebate or surcharges, and then how much TDS, TCS is deducted, and final tax, what I have to pay to government, I pay it in the form of self-assessment tax. I'm assessing my own income and I'm paying tax. Now, though we call it self-assessment, the layman doesn't know. So they take help of professionals, chartered accountants, cost accountants, and tax practitioners, and they file their return. Now, this is all the story from SSE side. Assessment procedure is all the story from department side. In between that bridge is there, no, between the SSE and the department. That's what is this topic called as return of income. Imagine 150 crore SSEs filing their tax and return in the form of creative. You know, my tax was this, then someone deducted TDS, blah, blah, blah. Everyone will submit their documents in their own way. Yes or no? Like you all have joined concept classes. I asked you mandatory to fill Google form. If I say just give your details, no, please email ID, phone number, address. Thoda about detail up de do. You will give scattered. Someone will give email ID first, someone will give Are you getting? So if I give a uniform form, in this, I want all of you to submit your information so that I can help on you better. In the same way, Income Tax Department has come up with forms which are called as ITR, Income Tax Return Forms. And as an SSE, whichever ITR is suitable for me according to my return, is it a tax audit or only salaried income or whatever. So I will fill up and declare my income and tax to government in a fixed document. That document is called as return of income. It's called return of income, dear students, but income details, tax details, your PAN card, your Aadhaar linking, your 15-digit bank account number with IFSC code for getting the refunds, everything you will mention. So is the meaning clear to you? What is return of income? Return of income is the document what you submit to the department every year. And this is online now. It's e-filing. Till some years back, it used to be offline. And in my time, 95, it was like a booklet. We used to do competition. कि articleship में कौन कितने form भर रहा है. And इतना बड़ा docket और पीछे attach all the proofs and that bunch someone would take to income. All that is gone now. So it's like you file your return online. Now, when we are into the topic return of income, many questions in mind. Who should file the return? Ma'am, till what time we can file? Whenever. Financial year 21-22 is over. So anytime after 2-3 years, that time this was there, that was there, that was there. So I'm joining now. I'm paying. So can you do it anytime? Answer is no. There are categories of SSEs. You have to file the return on time. Then only you get some benefits. So now we are going to start the topic called as return of income. Who will file compulsory return first? Return of income is a format in which SSE furnishes income to department, declaring his total income and tax. The format I have given you. Now the format for filing return by different SSE is notified by CBDT. It is the declaration of income by SSE in the prescribed format. Okay. Now, who should file mandatory? So these A bit. Though the name of the topic is voluntary return, but you know, voluntarily matlab on their own आपको compulsory file करना है. Who? Company, LLP, partnership firm should mandatory file their return irrespective of whether they are into losses or profits. Profits में है या losses में है. And you know what? Whether, you know, sometimes it may happen that the company is yet not started. We have just made the memorandum and articles and pre-operative stage mein. Still, whatever is their cash flow, ma'am, they don't have any P&L. Abhi tak income is not started. Still, they have taken the SIN number, company number, DIN number, memorandum articles there in pre-operative. Still, they have to file the return. In short, every company, firm, LLP, in respect of income or loss for previous year should file the return. Filing of income shall be mandatory in case of SSE if it is company, firm, irrespective of whether operations are commenced or not, P&L account is drawn or not, and they have derived profit or they are into losses. Clear? Now, in case of SSEs other than this, individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AJP, I call it as other SSE. They have to file their return if total income before giving exemptions under section 10AA, export wala, or 1038, some other deductions, or 54 exemptions. When do you give 54 exemptions? Capital gain exemption. Capital gain exemptions. Or deductions under chapter 6A, 80C to 80U deductions. Income exceeds maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Then they have to file their return. I want to give an example for this. Okay. Let me go on to a new page, new section, new page I'm adding. Listen now. Suppose my business income is 4 lakhs. I'm not having any other income, only business income. And I have put some money into PPF. So I get deduction under ATC, 1,50,000. Okay. And I have taken Mediclaim policy for me, for my parents and all. So ATD mein I get 50,000 more deductions. What is my total income? 2 lakh. Is 2 lakh less than basic exemption? Yes. Tell me, this SSC should file the return or not? This is my question to all of you. Please answer. Today's class is full of discussion. If you have come across any practical example for return and you want to share it with all, please do take opportunity. We are absolutely not getting late. I have taken lots of inputs from articleship students. अब मैं तो 100% teaching में हूँ. I was trying to manage both from 2000 till 2010. Then I said no. I surrendered my COP so that I can focus on teaching. So now you can add on. Yes, the answer is coming. Yes. What is your gross total income? 4 lakh. Before ATC to ATU deduction. After that, total income is less than basic exemption. So tax is nil. Still, you have to file the return. Because before claiming the deduction or capital gain exemption, your income is chargeable to tax. This is my example one. Every chapter, AMT also I gave lot of basic example. Is this example clear to all of you? One more example too. Yeah. Suppose I am having capital gain on house sold, 8 lakhs. Okay. And against that, I purchased, invested in new house. I sold my old house. I got capital gain and I invested in new house, 7 lakhs. Can I claim exemption? Yes. Under section 54. You sell one house, you buy one house, 1 year forward, 2 year forward, you can do the construction. You can avail an exemption. So what is the total income or the long-term capital gain? 1 lakh. 1 lakh long-term capital gain pe tax hai, it is less than basic exemption. What is tax? Nil. Return bharna ya nahi? Answer is yes. Before giving 54 exemption, your gross total income was, your total income was 8 lakhs, which is above the basic exemption. And so you have to file the return. So concluding with the two examples and coming back to the screen, what I was sharing for all of you, these persons have to file return if the total income before your basic exemption, okay, total income before your basic exemption or 54 exemptions or deductions exceeds maximum amount not chargeable to tax. That's your basic exemption. Are my examples clear? Otherwise, I will not go to the next one. Unmute and speak up. Put me a message if you have doubt. Firm LLP company compulsory, whether they have started commercially, कि अभी trial run चल रहा है या factory setup हो रही है, okay, no problem. Individual HUF only in these cases. Now next is every resident and ordinary resident. Okay, this is a nice case and mark it very important for your exam. And final, lot of questions they are framing from here. Every RNOR, resident and ordinary, matlab permanent resident of India, if he holds beneficial owner or otherwise any asset, including beneficial interest in entity located outside India or has signing authority. Too many things are there. One word I have to read it as if I'm teaching law, but very beautiful. Listen. Person who at any time during the year, एक दिन के लिए, if you are the owner of the asset outside India, you may be holding a house in London or any asset including financial interest. You are a partnership firm. A partnership firm is there in France, and you are one of the partner in the France partnership firm. Are you getting? Then you are having financial interest located outside India, or you are having signing authority. Simply, you are having a bank account in Switzerland. You have to file the return mandatory. What they are saying? Beneficial owner of any property asset outside India, or financial interest in any entity. Means it's a partnership firm and you're a partner, or it is a company and you're a major shareholder outside India, or they have signing authority outside India, like bank account or anything. And they say at any time during the year. 1st April, you didn't have any property. 30th of April, you purchased property in London. 30th of May, you sold the property in London. So starting, no beneficial asset owner. Ending, no. But during the year for 1 month, you were owning a flat in London, no? Answer is yes. You have to file return. Second, first is highlight point is I want all of you to put in block. Beneficial owner. Second is beneficiary of any asset in any entity located out. Now, what is beneficiary? I am a resident and ordinary resident of India. I am having one property which is not in my name. I am not the owner. Dear students, dhyan se listen to my example. I am resident and ordinary resident of Hyderabad. My uncle is staying in London. He is the owner of the house, but he is saying to the tenant in London, pay the rent to my nephew in Hyderabad in India. So I am beneficiary of the asset. I am receiving rental income of the property of which I am not the owner. Owner is my uncle. Still, I am receiving the rent. So is a beneficiary of asset. In these points are very in-depth questions framed are easy. But to go to that level, students should understand. Nowadays, frankly speaking, out of the way, so much trend. Ma'am, some students, they call me, ma'am, can you please complete the portion by November 15 so that we can do array? But if we go that fast, I can teach at any pace. Tuck, 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 and all the revision is over. You will not realize what is professional depth of the teaching required for professional exam until you face the exam and until your results come, dear students. ऊपर से पढ़ाने में तो half an hour, literally, I have done that. For my finance students, I took return of income revision in 40 minutes. But there I don't explain one word logic and no examples, please, in the revision class. कोई example नहीं. सिर्फ section समझा देंगे हो गया. तो वो तो रटना हो गया ना फिर. So I hope you all are understanding this class and taking full benefit of the live class examples. Okay. Any suggestions from your side are always welcome, dear students. I'm also a tax student, 2 steps ahead, and I've done a lot of improvement in my teaching with you all. This is the first time I'm giving as bonus all inter revisions because you all insisted कि मैम inter में से बहुत questions पूछते हैं. So I'm ready to give from my side if it is beneficial for you and me both. Chalo. What is beneficiary? I am resident and ordinary resident in India. My uncle is the owner of the property. He is not resident in India. He is the owner in London. But I am getting the rent. Still, do I have to file the return? Mandatorily? Yes. Individual being beneficiary of asset located outside India where income, if any, arising from asset is included in the income of beneficial owner is not required to file the return. Googly. I am the beneficiary of a property which is owned my uncle. My uncle is also resident and ordinary resident of India and he is filing the return. He is including this deemed income in his return. I need not file the return even though I am a beneficiary. Read what is beneficial owner. In respect of asset means an individual who has provided directly or indirectly for the asset for immediate or future benefit of himself or any other person. Beneficiary in asset means who derives benefits from the asset, rental income, or consideration has been provided by any person other than the beneficiary. Are the languages clear? Please don't try to mug up. They'll give you practical questions. They are not going to say define this and that. This note I want to explain with an example. Oh, don't know how come this came here. Okay, listen. I don't know how come this is pasted here. Okay, listen. Beneficial owner. Mandatory return. Or beneficiary mandatory return. ये तो clear है. Now, Mr. A is the beneficiary. London property. Mr. B is the beneficial owner. Mr. B filing the return. As a beneficial owner, Mr. B is filing the return. Then for same property, if I am the beneficiary, not required to file return. Can you please take down this flowchart in your notebook? Please do that. 2 minutes. I'll be back. आप ये लिखो. जरूरी है लिखना. The third note. Yes, finished writing. Any doubt in the third note? Beneficial owner, file the return. Beneficiary, file the return. But if beneficial owner is filing, then beneficiary need not file, because why they are asking you to file the return? So that you declare all this income what you are getting from outside India. ठीक है? चलो. So now again, just to revise, firm LLP companies mandatory filing of the return, individual HUF only if before giving the section 10, 54, ATC to ATU exemptions, and then resident and ordinary resident. This is the story. Apart from this, something super duper important for MCQs. Mark it very, very important for MCQs. Compulsory filing of the return. These three cases. Who should compulsory file the return, dear student? If you have deposited an amount of aggregate more than 1 crore in one or more current accounts in the bank. In bank, if you have deposited more than 1 crore, cash, check, kuch bhi, but you have deposited transfers or anything, then 1 crore and more transaction in your current account for business, then definitely you have to file the return with any bank or a cooperative bank. If aggregate amount of 2 lakhs or more is incurred for travel in foreign country. You know, this reminds me of AIS, Annual Information Statement, that is in the form of 26 AS, or specified financial transactions. This is a superb topic. I'll teach you separately. Specified financial transactions are directly reported. So if you are going from here to Bali with your family, and if you're spending 3 lakh rupees conversion of currency you have taken from a dealer, directly it is reflected in your return. Now, when you go to CA and you file your return and show your drawing 60,000, you will get a notice from department. Department will say your drawings is not 60,000. It's 2,60,000. Because 2 lakh you have spent for the foreign holiday trip. Got it? So if you have incurred an expenditure 2 lakhs for travel to foreign country or above 1 crore in the current account, or has incurred expenditure of an amount or aggregate of amount exceeding 1 lakh towards consumption of electricity. Electricity bills, if you are paying above 1 lakh yearly, these are all small indicators that you are earning huge. So pay the tax, file the return. Filing the return doesn't mean, dear students, that you have to pay tax. Just file your return. Nil return file kar do. If after taking ATC to ATU deduction, your income is only 2 lakhs, still file your return and pay the tax 0. So this is your compulsory filing of the return. Okay. Now this year one amendment is added here, something in the form of blessing they call it, for senior citizens. No filing of return is required by senior citizen. See, senior citizens generally, one income is, if they are retired, they get pension. Especially I'm telling you for the government employees या bank के जो employees होते हैं ना, after the retirement they get pension income and some income from other sources like saving account or extra money they put it in the bank in the form of FDs. So FDs का interest आता है. So suppose if it is a senior citizen with only pension income and interest income, interest anything, saving account FD. Senior citizen is above 75 years. Generally, senior citizen is 60 years and above, but for this scheme. And having only pension and interest income from same bank in which interest is received will now be not required to file ITR. He should furnish all the details to bank in prescribed form. Bank will compute the tax on behalf of senior citizen after considering deductions and rebate. and deduct TDS on the basis of rates in force. Frankly speaking, this is a blessing, yes, but blessing, no. Why? We are saying to senior citizen, oh, you are above 75 years? Yes. Are you having only pension income? Yes. And that pension and interest is coming in your same bank account? Generally, you know, so many of you are already working in corporates. Do you need to open your bank accounts in the same bank in which your company's account is there? Yes. There only you get interest. There only you get the pension. Pension is salary after retirement. Huh? Then your bank, okay, the responsibility is shifted to the bank. Bank will compute the tax. But sir, I'm getting pension and interest income, but I'm putting money in PPF. I also have a mediclaim policy, ATD and so on. LIC bhi hai mere paas. Give all the details, senior citizen, in a proper form to the bank, and bank will calculate your tax as per the average rate. Whatever is your actual tax, divide by 12, they will pay. In short, government is getting the tax and the return filed instead of you, senior citizen, with the bank. So it's a blessing to the senior citizen, but a burden to the bank. And senior citizens also need to submit, as if they go to CA and submit all their details. Na, mera pension itna, interest hai, rebate hai. That's the same information they have to give to bank. And bank is filing the return. Okay, now they're saying they want to release senior citizen from not filing the ITR. Is this latest amendment clear? How they can frame MCQ is senior citizen who can go for this no filing of the ITR if they have pension income or pension and interest income or pension rental and interest. Like this, some options they will give you and you have to file the return. Yes, give some response if this is all clear to all of you or not. All clear? Yes? Chalo. Now, due dates of filing the return. What is the due date of filing the return? Okay. So, due date of filing the return means by what time you have to file your return. So, let us take your financial year is 21-22, which is over on 31st March 22. Then if it is a company, other than company reporting under 92, 92 is international transactions, GAR and all that is applicable. Person other than company whose accounts are required to be audited. Partners of a firm who's required to be audited, and spouse of the partner. I'll explain you what is this. They all have to file the return by 31st October. Means those whose books of accounts are required to be audited. Audit report due date is 30th of September. 30th of September 22. It was extended for just 7 days now. So that will not come in the exam. If due dates are extended in some state because of heavy rains and all, you have to just write your normal answer. So that is not a problem. Now listen, all of you dear students. If your books of accounts are audited, and if you are a partner of a firm whose books of accounts are audited or a company, due date of filing the return is 31st October. If you are having international transactions and you have to submit a report in 92E, or you are a partner of a firm who is having international transactions, then one more month extra, 30th of November. Other than this, all the SSCs under 31st July. All individuals, HUFs, normal partnership firm whose books of accounts are not audited, LLP, AOP, BOI, all SSCs should file the return by 31st July 2022, except if it is tax audit, firm and company and partners of the tax audit firm, 31st October, or international transactions, 30th of November. Now, what is this 5A section added? Listen, 5A section apportionment of income between spouse is governed by Portuguese civil code applicable in the state of Goa, Union territories of Daman, Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli. Salary income belongs to the person who has earned it. Just read it and explain. Except salary, all the other income earned by spouse is divided equally. Now listen. If an SSE is a resident of Goa or Union Territories, Daman, Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, in that state, Portuguese civil code is still applicable. Pehle se we know that Goa is like ruled by Portuguese before freedom for so many years. So these Portuguese civil code, if it is still applicable, you know what is Portuguese civil rule? They say husband and wife. Husband ke liye wife, wife ke liye husband is called spouse. Spouse, whatever income they earn, salary income, it is theirs. But suppose if my husband is a partner in a firm whose books of accounts are audited, half of my husband income is directly taxable in my hands. Just like that. Other than salary income in the Portuguese code, all the other income husband and wife should divide equally and pay the tax equally. So I am not a partner in a firm. My husband is a partner in the firm and his books are audited in October. So his salary remuneration and return can be filed by October. Half of his income is mine. So I will also file my return in October. You may have heard this for the first time. They can ask you a question from this minute part also. Clear to all of you? In case of Goa, I'm repeating, Daman, Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Portuguese civil code says your salary income is yours. Other than that, whatever income is earned by you and your spouse, divide by 2. Now, if your spouse is a partner in a firm, or if he's a director in a company and he's getting remuneration as a percentage of the profit of company and company's books of accounts are audited, half of that profit I also have to pay the tax. So I will also be filing my return by 31st of October. That's why everywhere spouse of such partner, if 5A applies. Spouse of such partner, if 5A. If I am the partner, I'm the spouse of a partner whose partnership firm is doing international transaction. So when the partnership firm will pay the tax, dear students, kab pay karenge partnership firm international? When they will file the return? 30th November. When will my husband file the return? 30th. Half of income is taxable in my hands under the Portuguese. So I also have to file. Simple logic. Question number 1, I want all of you to read and answer in chat, or you can unmute and speak up. But these are like application. It's not go on teaching. Thode beech mein, you know, you'll find questions and some gaps for writing these examples. Again question, again some concept, again some examples. So this is all like, is zaruri hai bahut. Chalo, saath mein karte hain. Let us do it together, dear students. What I was teaching. Kahan the hum? Yeah. Read the question and I want answer from you all. Mahesh is resident and ordinary resident in India, having house property and bank account outside India, and he is not required to file return of income. If he's having house property and bank account outside India, is not required to file return because his total income is below the maximum amount. Is this statement correct? May 13, this question is asked. Is this statement correct or not? He doesn't have to file the return because his income is, total income is less than maximum amount not chargeable to tax. Yes. Is the statement correct? Yes or no? Please give some response. If you're watching it from mobile live and not using laptop, can't type and send, then at least unmute and speak up in class. No problem. Let the recording go on. Bolo. Good. Yes, yes, yes. He has to file the return, third category. Is he a resident and ordinary resident? Yes. Is he the beneficiary asset? Outside India, is he having signing authority? Yes. Mandatory filing of the return. I use the word mandatory. It is like voluntary. Could say Don't wait कि department ने तो मुझे बोला नहीं. Why should I file the return? If you fit into all this, you have to file your return. Okay. So answer is this statement correct? Answer is no. You can write it here only in your material. No. As he is having bank account outside India, mandatory to file return as he is a beneficiary. In your answer, you have to write whether he is a beneficiary or beneficial owner. Here he is a beneficial owner. He is a beneficial owner of property and bank account outside India. So he has to file his return. Clear? Right. Now I told you 2 amendments are there. One I have already covered up, senior citizen. Another is in the fees. If you don't file your return, ma'am, क्या होगा? बहुत consequences है. You have to pay interest under section 234A for late filing of the return. You have to pay interest under section 234A. Along with that, you have to pay late fees. They have used the word late fees. It's nothing but like a penalty. Why did you not file your return on time? Then the late fees, there is changes. 234F. Applicability says failure to furnish return of income with the prescribed time limit. Then fee payable is if total income does not exceed 5 lakh, 1,000. If total income exceeds 5 lakhs, 5,000 is the flat fee. Ma'am, if I'm paying 234A interest, my due date was 31st July. By mistake, I filed my return by 30th of September. I'm ready to pay 234 interest. Plus, I have to pay the late fees. If my total income is greater than 5 lakh, 1,000. Now, 5,000. And if my income is less than up to 5 lakh, then 1,000 is the late fees. This was different earlier till December and all. It was different. But now from this year, you know why they have changed the late fees from this year, dear students? Because now belated return also you cannot file for one full next year. They have reduced it to 9 months. March 22 belated return, revised return, all you can file only till December 22, 9 months. So they have put up late fee like this. Up to 5 lakh, 1,000. Above 5 lakh. I want all of you to write, please. In addition, late fee के पास लिख दो. In addition to interest under section 234A. 234A interest, I will teach. There is a topic called interest. 234A, B, C, all interest I will teach. This is 234F, penalty. It's not penalty, it's fees. Okay. 2 more topics and then we'll conclude for today. Normal return is over. Just to recollect, normal return, you have to file company form and all. For others, if below the, before giving exemption, if it's above the basic exemption, you have to file. Beneficiary or beneficial owner file. Electricity bill above 1 lakh. Foreign travel above 2 lakh. And 1 crore ke upar, if you have deposited cash, check, anything in your current account, then you have to file your return mandatorily. When you have to file due dates, I've told you for everyone it's 31st July. But if your books of accounts are audited 31st October, though audit report kab tak dena hai? 30th September. After the audit report, 1 month time is given for the partners and their spouses and all to file the return. Spouses only if that Portuguese code is applicable. Otherwise, spouse ko koi lena dena nahi. And for international transactions and all, you have time limit till 30th of September. If you file return late, then 234. If you don't file the return, then 234F penalty is there. Up to 5 lakh income, 1,000. Above 5 lakh total income, 5,000. Now, let us say, if I miss my due date of filing the return, 31st July, can I file late return? You know, जैसे birthday किसी का भूल जाता है next day. Sorry. Belated happy birthday. कब तक belated happy birthday? Next day, next week, or till next birthday? Like that, if you miss the due date of filing the return, July or October or November, you just have time till 31st of December to file belated return. Okay, let us see. Belated return, loss return, revised return. These are into packages. So let us see it all together. 139.1 I have completed. 139.1.3 I will take loss return. Right now I want to take first 139.4 belated return. Any person who has not furnished return within time 139.1 or within time allowed by notice. Sometimes if you don't file the return, you get a notice. So within the due date, you have to file the return. Na notice mein time limit they'll give. A belated return can be filed at any time before 3 months prior to end of the relevant assessment year. So financial year 21-22, assessment year 22-23. When the assessment year will end? 31st March 23 minus 3 months. That's why the due date is 31st December 22. Before 31st December of relevant year or before completion to assessment year. Assessment year 22-23 के लिए कब तक रिटर्न फाइल करना है? December 22. बोलो क्लियर है? Belated return. Late return you can file by the end of the assessment years 3 months prior, indirectly by December 22, 9 months from the end of the year. So already your date was July 22, December. Ma'am, but if my due date is November 22, then also December. Wahan se 6 months and 9 months. No, 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 no. For everyone for financial year 21-22, assessment year 22-23, due date of filing the return is December. And every year it's the same. For financial year 22-23, assessment year 23-24, December 23, it will be like this. Belated return can be filed only in case if a person has not furnished his return on time. Can belated return be revised? Already you filed return late. Instead of July, you filed it on 1st November and then you did mistake. You forgot to take some deduction, some error. Can you revise the belated return? Answer is yes. And on this questions are framed. Star mark and underline this third point. Very, very important. Original return can be revised. Belated return can be revised. Acha, revised return. I filed my return rate. Then I revised. Arre, revised karke again there is a mistake. How many times I can revise? Do it. Prove it. Everything you do by 31st December of the assessment year. Simple. If late return is filed, belated return, liable to pay 234F penalty fees. Interest will start 234A from the due date till the actual date of the filing of the return. Losses cannot be carried forward. If you file late return, belated return, you cannot carry forward losses except house property and unabsorbed depreciation. Okay, losses cannot be carried forward. As per ATC, Chapter 6A deductions are not allowed. Ma'am, I have put 115 PPF. I have put Mediclaim. I am doing this. No, nothing doing. You will not claim any deductions if you file the return late. And interest of refund is calculated from the date of filing the return. Instead, generally, you know, if you get refund from April till date of refund, government gives you interest on refund 0.5%. But here you will get the refund interest from due date of filing the return if you file late. Yeah, sure, I'll explain what is this before the completion. Just take 2 minutes time, no, इसको थोड़ा repeat पढ़ो, ये करेंगे वापस से, we will continue. Just 2 minutes. Okay, let us revise once again. Belated return can be filed by 31st December of assessment year or before the completion of regular assessment. Before the completion of the regular assessment means you will get a notice. Suppose you didn't file the return. 139.1 May, 139.1 is due date of filing the return. You didn't file the return. So automatically they will give a notice under 142.1. 142.1 we will see in the procedural part, next part of the return of income chapter ke baad, that if you don't file the return, department can give you the notice that you have missed the due date, so file your return. And when you file your return, they will complete your regular assessment. So when they complete the assessment, before that you can file the belated return. See, I'll explain this part. B bit you wanted the explanation, no? 139.1. You filed the return on 31st May 22. Honestly, what is your due date, dear students? July. But you filed the return in May. Once you file the return, department gave you intimation. You know what is intimation? Department gives you an intimation under 142.1. Okay, your return is accepted. And listen, all of you, nowadays all this goes to, you know, CPC. It's called Central Processing Center in Bangalore. And within 1 or 2 months, your return is processed. Refund also comes to you. So by 30th of June 22, you got the refund and your regular assessment is over. Department said, okay, we accept your return, and they give you refund. Then you realized on 25th of July, you realized, oh, sorry, I really missed taking this one more deduction and my refund should be more. Sorry, please allow me to file my return. Your assessment is over. Regular assessment is completed. Can you file belated return now? Array, but Dipti ma'am said belated return date is 31st December 22. Belated return date is 31st December 22. Dipti ma'am said March 22 return till 9 months December. So abhi to it's just July. But they say due date is before December or before completion of regular assessment. Your assessment is over, no? Now you cannot file belated return. But story is not over. You can go in appeal. There are other procedures we will learn. But belated return cannot be filed beyond 31st December or completion of your regular assessment, whichever is earlier. In these two cases, it is like whichever is earlier. Thank you so much, whoever has asked this doubt. If you ask, I'll give you more examples, more clarity. You know, it is in your hands how much more you can extract from a teacher. Is this example now clear? Clear or not? Belated return before 31st December or before the completion of the regular. Regular assessment is not over. You file your return, you revise your return. No problem. Acha, revise return, again you revise. No problem. But if your regular assessment is over, now you can't keep on filing the return. And some people, there's one case law for this. I don't remember the name right now. I'll tell you. But this is one fact that someone said, Array, it's a small correction. Can I do it in the original return? Ek chota sa point na, I forgot this column number and all. No. Once your return is uploaded, whatever changes you want to make, revised return or like that, you cannot, you cannot do the changes in the same original return. Are these extra points clear? Questions are framed on this. Thank you so much. Chalo, that it is all clear. Let us solve this question. This is a nice example what I gave now. Simran, whose income consists of salary income only, files his return of income for assessment 22-23 on 2/4/23. Is the return valid for Simran? Belated return we are doing. Is the return valid for Simran? I told you question answer sab aapko solve karna hai. I am sharing the conceptual knowledge. You give me the answer. Tell me quickly. For assessment year 22-23, Simran, she filed the return on 2/4/23. Is this return valid? Huh? Some are saying yes, some are saying no, dear. Return is invalid, as the due date to file the belated return is 31st December 22. And this is like 2nd April 23. You cannot file belated return. No. Last date of filing the return is 9 months from the end of the financial year or 3 months prior to the end of the assessment year. Invalid. 31st December is the due date to file the return, and you have filed on 2nd April 23. So, Simran, those who have said yes, the return is valid, have you made the correction? Belated return. Correction की है आप सबने. Chalo, next now we will go revised return. Already major points I have told you for revised return. If you have filed the return on time, can you revise? Yes. If you have filed the return late, belated, can you revise? Yes. Okay. If you have revised the return, can you still revise? Yes. Everything same 31st of December. There should be an omission or wrong statement in the, yeah, you have to give reason why you are revising. Original return you showed so much of income and you paid tax. You can plan, manipulate your income and get a refund. Revise your return. You can't do like this, dear students. There has to be a reason, an omission, genuine mistake or a wrong statement or some documents or proof not uploaded properly. Original return should have been filed in due date or belated, both. Original return on time or belated return. 139(4) किसके लिए है? Belated return can be revised. Revised return can be filed 3 months prior to end of assessment year, that's 31st December, or completion of regular assessment. Completion of regular assessment is clear. Once you filed your return and if department has completed the regular assessment, then can you revise it? Even if the time is there, answer is no, you cannot. Revised return will be considered as having filed when the original return was filed. Effective return for the purpose of assessment is the return ultimately filed by the SSE. A revised return replaces original return. In original return, which I filed on time, I missed taking the losses. Set off karna main bhool gayi. Can I do it in the revised return? Answer is yes. If original return you have filed on time, in the revised return, can you add on the losses and all? Answer is yes, because revised return replaces original return. SSE is entitled to furnish a second revised return. If the SSE discovers any omission or wrong statement in the revised return, provided such second revised return is filed within the time prescribed above, within the given time limit, return can be revised any number of times. Original return, revise. Belated return, revise. Revised return, revise. You can write like this. Original return, belated return, revised return, all can be revised. बिल्कुल लिखो ऐसे. Original return, belated return, revised return, all can be revised. Done, all of you? Any doubt in the revised return 139.5? Belated return 139.4?
Ma'am?
Yeah, please ask. Pucho.
In belated return, losses cannot be carried forward except house property and unabsorbed depreciation.
I'm coming to that. 139.3 I have not taught. Yeah, please ask. Yeah, you're right. Except house property and unabsorbed, you cannot if you don't file the return on time. But if original return is filed on time and then you want to add on the losses in the revised return, it's allowed. Allowed. I'll tell you. एक last ये point रह गया पढ़ लेते हैं. A return filed in response to a notice cannot be revised. Super. We gave you time to file the return. You didn't file the return. Then we gave you notice under 142.1 that you have not filed the return, now file. Then subject to notice if you have filed the return. Can you revise that? Answer is no. So what can be revised? Original return, revise. Belated return, revise. Revised return, revise. But not this. 142.1 ka notice you got and then revise the return, not allowed. I'm coming back to belated return and then I'll clarify your doubt. Sorry, loss returns. Do you know one thing, dear students? In the 5 heads, there is no question of having a loss under the head salary. Do you all digest this? Because from gross salary, how much deduction you are getting? Maximum 50,000 subject to gross salary. तो कोई सवाल ही नहीं है. A loss sustained by SSC under the head, business head, speculative business, owning and maintaining horse races, capital gain, specified businesses. These can be carried forward only if return is furnished on time. If you furnish the return on time, then only you can give ATC to ATU deductions. Then only you can carry forward these losses. Except star market like anything for MCQs. Unabsorbed depreciation, you know, we call it Brahmas. It can be carried forward for indefinite period to be set off next year also under any heads. 2 seconds pause and listen. Normally, losses if you carry forward, next year they are set off in same head. Business loss, business head, house property, capital gain, horse races. You know, next year when you carry forward, it can be set off under same head. Unabsorbed depreciation can be set off next year also in any other heads except salary. Why? 1 and 3 are not friends. Salary and business head are not friends. And it can be carried forward for indefinite period. Loss under the head house property can be carried forward even if return is furnished late. Now is it clear? These losses can be carried forward only if return is furnished on time. But यहाँ पे एक point add करो ना. But in case of late filing, I want all of you to scribble this very important point here. In case of late filing, set off allowed. Only carry forward not allowed. In case of late filing of the return, set off is allowed. Late bhi bhara to bhi, you know what is set off? House 1 profit, house 2 loss. This you can set off, allowed. Carry forward, not allowed. Clear to all of you? See. Achha, I have made you write here because it's very important. Did you all finish writing? I have given it here also. Loss can be set off. Loss can be set off if the return filed late. It cannot be carried forward. It cannot be carried forward, but losses can be set off. Like business 1. There is a loss. 8 lakhs. Business 2, there is a profit, 5 lakh. Are you all getting? Loss I have written in bracket. You have to write this example. 8 lakhs, business 2, profit. Set off allowed. Even if filing the return. I want all of you to write ROI filed late. Return of income is filed late. Still, can you set off 8 lakh loss into 5 lakh this? Yes. Now, how much is the business loss carried forward? 3 lakh. Answer is not allowed. I want all of you to write this example in this gap which I have printed. Please लिखो. 8 lakh आपका business 1 का loss है. Business 2 there is a profit of 5 lakh. Set off allowed. Now what is your business loss carry forward? 3 lakh not allowed if return not furnished on time. Is my example clear? I'm teaching you quite in depth so that you score super well. These are the minute points on which, otherwise what is there in return of income? Inter में इतना lightly पढ़ते हैं हम. Is this example clear? Then I want to go to next example. House property loss and unabsorbed depreciation can be carried forward even if return is not filed on time. Even if you submit the return of July in August, still you can carry forward the house property loss and unabsorbed depreciation. Next year, if the return is filed late, still loss can be set off. In the next year, when loss is incurred, the return is filed on time. Now this is another point. एक अलग point है, देखो. Please write down. Previous year, 2021. Last year, there was a business loss. Business loss, 2 lakh. Return of income filed on 31st May. Carry forward allowed. क्या मेरा example clear है? 2021 business loss was there 2 lakh. You filed the return on time. 31st May ROI return of income filed. Carry forward allowed. Now in the previous year 21-22 business income is 5 lakh. Business income. Return of income filed on 25th December. 25th December late. Yeah. Still set off allowed. Are you all with me? 5 lakh minus 2 lakh. Taxable income 3 lakh. आराम से लिखो और डाउट क्या है पूछो. This is the last part. Just 5 minutes and we are closing. Completing the loss part. Belated return. This is a package. ये तीनों ना बिल्कुल हाथ पकड़ के चलते हैं एग्जाम में. Belated return, revised return, loss return. So up to this I want to complete. When I incurred the loss, I need to file the return on time. So I can carry forward. But next year when I tried to set it off, I filed late return. Still can I set off? Yes, set off is allowed. Even if you file the return late, set off is allowed. Only you cannot carry forward. How is this concept? Yeah, please ask. Pucho.
Ma'am, what if business loss in previous year 2020-21 is 8 lakhs?
Instead of 2 lakhs, it is 8 lakhs. Okay, nice example. Okay. If the earlier loss of business lakh is 8 lakhs and you have filed the return on time. Okay. Now this year you could set off 5 lakh. Still there is 3 lakh. Now your question is, this year you have filed the return late. Will you be allowed to carry forward? Answer is yes. Because this 8 lakhs is the loss of 2021 wherein you file the return on time. So even in the next year, if you file the return late, old losses you can carry forward. Your doubt is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
For others also, appreciated. Nice doubts you are asking, keep asking. I really like this innovative way of studying. If business loss is 8 lakh in 2021, did you file the return on time? Yes. In 21-22, you file the return late. Still, can you set off? Yes. Now, but it's only 5 lakh. So now you want to carry forward 3 lakh. Can you carry forward 3 lakh? Yes, because this 3 lakh is not current year's business loss. It's earlier year's business loss. And in that year, you have filed the return on time. So you can carry forward. Clear? Now, sometimes the return is not filed because of some genuine reason. Last moment, my CA did not do the audit and I had to go to another CA. Some reason or some amalgamation merger is going on and company law didn't give the approval and so on. Some genuine reason. CBDT has got a power to condone the delay in filing the return. In cases having claim of carry forward, monetary limits are given. CIT, PCIT, up to 10 lakhs, you can go to the authority if your losses are up to 10 lakhs and they can forego the delay and they can allow late return. And above 10 lakhs and up to 50 lakhs, it is the chief commissioner or principal chief commissioner. And above 50 lakhs, it's the highest authority, CBDT. I don't think they should test you on these limits. It's like buttifying the limits. They should test on the logics what we are doing. Last question for today. AO issued notice under 142(1) on 24th December, calling upon him to file return of income. In response, SSC furnished a return of loss and claimed carry forward of loss and observe. State whether the SSC is allowed to carry forward the loss. इतने smart लोग हैं ना, देखो. You didn't file the return on time. So you're not allowed to carry forward the losses. Now, SSC gave you the AO gave you the notice and then you filed late return. After getting the notice from AO, you filed late return and they are saying, can you carry forward business loss? Answer is no. No. And can you carry forward unabsorbed depreciation? Answer is yes. Even if you file late return unabsorbed depreciation, yes. And carry forward, no. Okay? Because the return is filed late. So with good examples, with good logic, I have tried my best to explain you 3 kind of the returns: normal return, your belated return, your revised return, and your lost return. These 3 are one category, and normal to 139(1) you all know, beneficiary and all. We'll continue this. If you can just read and come the sections also, no, 139, 4 series and all, they are very easy and that will make my work easier. I'm telling you, just read and come. What are the 20 cases when pen number you have to quote? It's like GK. Kya padhaun main usme? So this topic is like that. So if you just read and come like you read a book or a newspaper, we'll be able to do it at faster pace. Watch this video again if you wish to in the app. And if you have more ifs and all, ma'am, if this is this in my examples, keep on adding, keep on asking me. No problem at all. That's all for today, dear students. Thank you so much. Enjoying teaching you all. You all are also learning it in a very creative way. Thank you. Bye-bye, all of you. Bye.